right into it. Right, we'll be touching on recent events. For those who may not know, for those who may not have social media, for those who are not aware, all hell has been breaking loose in the so-called Middle East. And we love it. We love to see it. Right? You see to the right, I have Twitter pulled up. What's trending is politics is death to America. Right? What's also trending is Jerusalem and Israel. We're going to dive into it. It's a lot going on. All right, right here you see breaking news. Iran's parliament is chanting death to America as they launch terrorist attacks on Israel and other places across the globe. Let's hear it. And of course they're doing it in their own tongue, but nevertheless they're chanting death to America. And again, we love to hear it. That's what we throw up every Saturday and Friday. Death to America.
Death to America. Death to America.
And then because, bring out Revelation 17, verse 15. I don't want to be here now 1 second longer. And seeing all these prophecies roll past, seeing death come to Israel, I mean, it's bringing joy to us. It's lovely to see. Bring it out.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 15. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are the people, and multitude, and nations, and tongues.
So America, that whore, is sitting upon these nations. In other words, it has dominance and a strong arm over these nations. But as America, and not only America, but its allies continue to fall and crumble, these nations, these other people, these waters, as the scriptures mentions, hey, they love to see it. They're happy. They're joyful. Because they know that this whore has been abusing them, right? And it's putting a stronghold over them and spreading their false, just like America spreading their false doctrine and philosophies upon these other nations. You got Ishmaelites that are sodomites. You got Moabites that are sodomites. That wasn't traditionally their culture and their system and their ways. They didn't wear suits. Now when you look at the UN, the EU, you got Ishmaelites in suits. You got Assyrians in suits with a bow tie, just speaking their language, speaking English. America has a stronghold over these nations. And so when they see these America's allies slowly crumble and fall, of course it's going to bring joy to their ears. You got a precept? Yeah, you got it.
Revelation 19, 2 to 3.
Gone.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19, verse 2. But true and righteous are his judgments, but he hath judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servants at her hand.
Who is his servants? We're going to break down Revelation 19 and 2. Go to Isaiah 44 and 1. Start at verse 1.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, and verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant.
My what?
My servant.
Right, Jacob is his servant. How did America treat the Israelites? Was it comely? Was it beautiful? Did they give us reparations? Are they giving us frequently stimulus checks? Did they kind of say, well, look, y'all can have Whole Foods in the ghettos. Y'all can have these good grocery stores in the ghettos. They didn't do none of these things. They didn't treat us like they're treating Israel today. They just gave them $6 billion. I mean, that could have easily been poured into our communities. But why would they want that? Why would they want to pour money into our communities? Because eventually with a little bit of money, Jake turned the tides. He'll turn it all upside down. So you can read on.
And Israel, whom I have chosen, thus saith the Lord that made thee, and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen.
That's right. You can go back to Revelation 19 and 2.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 19 and verse 2. But true and righteous are his judgments, but he hath judged the great whore, which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and have avenged the blood of his servants at her hand.
And we're seeing that happen slowly but surely, right? All the EU members that went, or all the troops that went to Ukraine, a lot of them got slaughtered in the war with Russia. And best believe, we see it on the horizon, right? A wise man will foresee the evil. I mean, they're going to start rallying up troops in America to send to Israel. Because if you don't know, Israel and America are like this. They love each other. Go ahead.
verse 3. And again they said, Hallelujah, and her smoke rose up forever and ever.
Anybody knows what Hallelujah means?
Praise.
Hey, praise Yahweh that smoke is rising up from these nations. In other words, praise Yahweh that the destruction is happening upon these nations. And even from a bird's eye view, I would have to go through it. See this? It's like stars falling from heaven. This just happened about 23 minutes ago. It's about like 8:20 in Israel today. The Hamas, which are at Ishmael, right, launches rockets towards Tel Aviv and Israel. Now, does anybody know what's significant about Israel? What did they call that city? Pink City. The gay capital of the world.
Tel Aviv, they call Tel Aviv Pink City.
That's pink. That's wicked. That's why I said in Revelation 19:2, for true and righteous are his judgments, for he hath judged that great whore, which did corrupt the earth. Right? Pushing out that vibration of see that? Of sodomites.
Yes,
Yeah, sodomites. Yeah, just wicked stuff. Yeah, transmissions. It's not that transmission doctrine. That damn transmission doctrine. You got it.
And like not Robert earlier on the live stream that he did, right before they started getting obliterated by these missiles here, about a week prior, they had like one of their biggest little transmission events. One of their biggest transmission events. Events.
In Tel Aviv?
Yeah. They had
Oh, wow.
They had one of their biggest little events, so the judgment followed right on that.
The Lord's not slack. He's not at the door.
See that? Hold on. I hate to look this up, but just to, prove everything.
Tel Aviv. Sodom.
It says, what time is the pride party in Tel Aviv? In 2023, the party of the year, the biggest pride party in Asia, will kick off at 12 o'clock noon. And this is in June, right? But nevertheless, judgment followed right after. And guess what else they had coming up? Bear Pride. Tel Aviv International LGBT Film Festival. Tel Aviv Gay Pride. Well, that already happened, but these things are coming up. Or they're not anymore because, again, smithereens. All right? So let's hear it. Like figs falling from the ground.
That's prophecy because it said Ishmael was going to be a wild boar. That's what it said in 2nd Ezra 15.
I was going to do that next.
And you hear him saying Allah Akbar. I just had a dream that Ishmael was blowing up stuff in America too. And they was coming after us. That jump was so deep. I know I was in my dream. We was together, and they blew up a building with brothers in there.
Damn.
Yeah. Ishmael. What's one of the biggest cities in America with Ishmael is Dearborn.
Yep, sure. That's the capital.
You see that?
That's the largest
They actually
populated
In all America.
Because you got to think about it. When America fight against,
Yeah.
when America fight against all these countries, you don't think the people in America gonna be mad at them fighting against their home country? They be mad as hell.
What happened during 9/11? Did they treat those Ishmaelites like friends and neighbors? Hey, on some 7-Elevens, they call them brown people. They whatever the terms are, right? They put 9/11 on the 7-Eleven thing. They said get out. They wanted to kill them. They was burning Qurans.
They called them terrorists.
They called them all of them terrorists.
They had a lot of terrorist slander going on around that time.
Called them towel heads.
Yep.
They actually too got the aftermath of the city blew up and all hell breaking loose. Fire.
All praises.
If you go on war monitor.
I'm gonna pull that up in a second.
I had somebody else I want to bring up. In World War I, they did the same thing with the Japanese. They called them the Japs. I was looking at I just looked up Japs World War I newspaper. They like kind of getting on them.
And he put them in internment camps.
say
He put them in internment camps. So what you think will happen to Ishmael over here? I mean, it's not far from fiction. Now, even Trump himself kind of said, well, look, what's going over there in Israel, it's wicked. Because Israel, over there in Israel today, those are the modern day Amalekites. You got a lot of Edomites over there. So of course, America, Babylon is going to be very frustrated with what's happening with their brothers. And so they're going to do everything in their power, and everything in their power, I mean, to help them. And of course, that's going to make them have an evil eye towards these Ishmaelites in our homeland, so-called homeland, which is America. Right? I want to bring this up as well. Touch more on Ishmael. Breaking. The Taliban announced that they have asked Iran, Iraq, and Jordan to grant them passage to Israel. They have stated that their interest is to conquer Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Hey, all praises. Clap it up to the Lord. All praises. All praises. Now they're gonna be destroyed too, right? Don't get that twisted. They're gonna be destroyed,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
Ishmaelite devils,
That's right.
right? But it's good to see them. It's funny to see them conquer Jerusalem. See what happened to us, right? Can you bring out 2 Esdras 5 and 42?
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 5, and verse 42, and it reads, And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring, like as there is no slackness at the last, even so there is no swiftness at the first.
That's right. And we see the same thing happen, right? To the Ishmaelites, that's like to the Edomites. It's only right that it happens. So if you ask me, well, you don't care, even as a human, even as a person, hell no. Look at my people and then ask me what I care. Look at the state of my people and then ask me, do I care what's going on over there?
Right.
What did Ezra say when he woke up in the morning? He said, what the hell? When you read in 2 Ezra, he is pissed off because he sees the state of his people. Can you bring out 2 Ezra? Somebody real quick. Before I get that, somebody got a precept? Yeah, he was on his bed. Oh, here we go. 2 Ezra 3. Can you pull 2 Ezra 3 and 1?
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 3, and verse 1. In the 13th year, after the ruin of the city, I was in Babylon, and lay troubled upon my bed, and my thoughts came up over my heart.
And that's us a lot. That's us a lot of the times. When we wake up, like, damn, we here again. We think about going to work. You gotta pay bills. The baby's crying. Rent's due. All these other damn bills is due. Your tire popped. Your woman mad at you. Esau calling you bywords at work. You know, it's frustrating. So go ahead.
Verse 2. For I saw the desolation of Zion, and the wealth of them that dwelt at Babylon.
And he saw the desolation of Zion and the wealth of them that dwelt at Babylon. Right? So seeing Israel get all this money, I don't care what's going on over there. I don't care what's going on in America either. Right? Because my people are destroyed and they have no knowledge. So ask me again if I care what's happening to these Edomites that's being blown to smithereens. Look at them. They're held hostage. I don't care. All praises. We was put on boats like sardines. We've been in slavery for 400 years.
That's Amalek.
Plus, now in this picture you got the Hamas, right? They're a group from Palestine, if I'm not mistaken. And they went into Gaza.
Bro, they conquered, they captured Amalek.
Yeah, they capturing Amalek. And they put them in carriages and they rolling off. They peeling off. Wherever they going, I don't know. They peeling off. You see how they holding each other tight? Oh, what's going to happen? And the Lord's not listening to them. Look at that. Just mocking. That's in your head. Keep it pushing. And that's it. They just peeled off into the night. They got a curfew going on as well in Tel Aviv. They turning up over there.
Ishmael ain't playing no man.
Can you bring out 2 Ezra 15
I had that dream about Ishmael. That was like,
and 28?
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 28.
Now, before you get that, this is Abu Ubadiah, Hamas spokesman. The enemy will be astonished by the result. Right?
Stop.
Yeah, it is kind of end quote, but you know, there you go.
Of the blank.
At a blank. So there's more to come.
Look at Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden. So massive barrage of rockets head towards Israel from Gaza Strip. Look at all those missiles. You bring it up.
Book of 2 Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 28. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and a multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth.
See them? They got their chariots. They put these Edomites in the baskets and the carriages. See how fast they pull them? Where are they going? So you got them chanting death to America. You got them also saying they want Iraq, Iran, and Jordan to kind of get hands in this. Hey, Israel's getting jumped right now. They getting their ass beat. Right? Look at Biden, boy. Liver spot. Look at liver spot. Biden warns Iran, Libya, Iraq, Syria, and Yemen from trying to take advantage of the situation. So all hell breaking loose. He's trying to do some damage control because he knows these Ishmaelites hate Esau.
The U.S. will defend Israel.
Man, they ain't gonna do a good job. I mean, look who's in Esau's army. A lot of sodomites. Twerking.
Women, sodomites.
You got a lot of women, and it goes to show, women not supposed to go to war. People, man, that's sexist. You drew the line. You did too much. Well, hold up. You know how many women right now in Israel got taken captive? That was the soldiers? A lot.
Spoils.
Just spoils of war. And they got ravished over there. Right now, they're getting ravished as we speak. And look, the smoke coming up.
It's like only America really allow that to women in the army. That's folly. Like, I seen a video. They say I want a redneck chewing tobacco and shoot deer in my damn army.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want some real soldiers. But America, they want to make everything fair and all that madness.
Look at this real quick.
Stupid, bro.
This is Babylonians commercial. Real weak. It's starting off real weak and animated.
Women in the army. That's folly, bro.
And look, they did this on purpose. They kind of had to put more women in there than men.
That's crazy.
In the army, bro.
That never was so, like 10, 20 years ago. You didn't see.
This is the story of a soldier who operates your
That's what they
nation's
pushing that
Patriot missile
feminism.
defense systems.
That's really judgment of the Lord for real. Because the Lord said basically, y'all women want to be masculine. Okay, I'm gonna jack y'all up. They did about that in Isaiah 3, Isaiah 32. You know, he said, "Rise up, ye careless daughters." A lot of our women, they want to be masculine. You know that rise of the what is it? The feminist movement.
Yep. Behold.
Basically saying like I can be a man, like how I can do things that men do. Basically.
That's right.
We all equal. Okay. The Lord said, okay, y'all equal. We're gonna send y'all to the army. That's right. You're going down the army.
It begins in
Just real quick, right? Just so you can have a good idea on how America's army is looking.
California, with a little girl raised by two moms.
See that? Where is she gonna get the? Let me just play it.
Oh man.
And finish.
Although I had a fairly typical childhood, took ballet, played violin, I also marched for equality.
Oh.
I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age.
Wow.
When I was 6 years old, one of my moms had an accident that left her paralyzed.
Good.
Doctor said she might never walk again. But she tapped into my family's pride to get back on her feet. Eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom. With such powerful role models, I finished high school at the top of my class, and then attended UC Davis, where I joined a sorority full of other strong women. But as graduation approached, I began feeling like I'd been handed so much in life, a sorority girl stereotype. Sure, I'd spent my life around inspiring women, but what had I really achieved on my own? One of my sorority sisters was studying abroad in Italy. Another was climbing Mount Everest. I needed my own adventures, my own challenge. And after meeting with an army recruiter, I found it. A way to prove my inner strength and maybe shatter some stereotypes along the way. I'm U.S. Army Corporal Emma Malone-Lord, and I answered my calling.
Raised by two moms.
Yeah, I don't want her in my army. That's not what I want. Right? So just for artist depiction, just so you know the spirit of Babylon's army, that's how they're moving. That's the spirit and the nature of how they're moving. Real soft and just that delusional spirit.
They had took that video and put it before
Russian one?
Russian
Yep.
one, man. In the Russian one, it was a bald white guy. He got to do the push-ups. He wasn't. It wasn't even no talking in the video.
If I was another nation, I wouldn't be intimidated. I'm like, okay, what type of commercial is this?
It don't even matter which video you play.
Look at this. Now you let me know who's gonna win a war based on these commercials.
Не имеет значения. Каким ты был прежде, уже никого не волнует. Теперь важно то, кем ты будешь сегодня. Что ты знаешь о себе? На что ты способен? Вопросы могут остаться без ответов, но разве ты сможешь потом спокойно спать? Узнать себя, познать границы своих возможностей. К черту границы, ты готов ломать себя до изнеможения. Каждый день здесь боль закаляет. Шрамы, повседневность. Это ты решил себе что-то доказать. Командир здесь только для того, чтобы ты мог увидеть в нем врага. Потому что без врага нет боя, а без боя нет победы. И на самом деле, главный враг — это ты. Вчерашний ты. Твоя задача — выследить врага, догнать его, превзойти, стать лучше, чем он, и вернуться назад победителем. Потому что завтра первый день твоей...
Yeah, they about to whoop some ass. Right? They about to whoop some ass.
Thus said the Lord.
And real men step forward. See that? They're kind of moving in a hardy spirit.
You need to stand at the
Yeah,
camera.
they fighting bears over there. They in their harsh elements. Kind of rough. And then I got to hear a story about this lady being raised by two moms.
Two mommies had that.
Yeah, two mommies. So,
America is a joke, man.
yeah, America's done. It's bad. You can continue on with 2nd Nephi 15.
Verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
See that? And that's exactly what's happening. They fearing and trembling. They took one of their generals. Palestinian journalist, or not him.
They say he was a martyr.
Yeah, he was a martyr, so-called. Right? Well, I can't post all that, but it get real bloody. It says entire families and carloads of Israeli civilians have been slaughtered in the most brutal surprise attack on the Shabbat. When many Israelis were celebrating Shabbat. Sound real familiar? Well. Yeah, exactly. That's the Maccabees. Then they attacked us on the Shabbat. So look how, yeah, let's bring that out. Look what the Lord did with that.
Esau did it too.
Yeah.
First Maccabees.
Esau getting attacked on Shabbat.
That's First Maccabees 2 and 32. First Maccabees 2 and 32.
I can't post it, but you know, you can look it up.
First Maccabees 2 and 32.
First Maccabees 2, yeah, you got it.
So book of 1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 32. They pursued after them a great number, and having overtaken them, they camped against them and made war against them on the Sabbath day.
See, on a Sabbath day. And they took advantage of us on that day, because they knew we don't traditionally fight on the Sabbath day. Go ahead.
Verse 33, and they said unto them, let that which you have done hereto suffice. Come forth and do according to the commandment of the king, and you shall live.
That's right. But nevertheless, I mean, they took advantage of them on that day. They wasn't expecting that. They got ambushed.
They get attacked on the Sabbath.
All praises. So it also says breaking. As the war escalates, Gaza is now under heavy Israeli airstrikes.
Smoke in the air, that's all you see.
Yeah, nothing but smoke. Oh, this is Israelis are evacuating the areas of Gaza on foot, just fleeing by the dozens.
But there was on horses. I love foot. I love there was on horses.
Their cities being besieged. This is beautiful. Look at them. Video of captured Israeli soldier. Oh boy, it looks like a world war is breaking out. Coming in their chairs, just capturing people.
Damn. Snatching them up.
You can go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. And I'm finish up.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be a sedition among them, and abating one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
That's right. They don't give a damn about the president of Israel, the prime minister. They don't give a damn about Biden. They don't give a damn about nothing. They just want what's theirs, with a sword in their hands, which is a modern day gun, and assault rifle. Go ahead.
Verse 16. For there shall be a sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, just invading one another. And we're going to pray that these other Ishmaelites join the battle. I want that to happen. I don't want none. Oh, you see that? Man. See that? You got it, King.
Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able.
Yeah, nobody's going to go to Israel now. That's not happening. It's raps. Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed.
What did it say?
The houses shall be destroyed.
The houses shall be destroyed. And there you have it. Houses being destroyed. And missiles falling from the sky like figs from a tree. Hey, like a thief in the night. They was probably chilling, playing a game, scrolling on TikTok, studying for school. You know, they was probably praying to their fake gods. And boom, all hell broke loose. Nobody's going to expect it. That's how it's going to be for Babylon. Nobody's going to expect it. Go ahead.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil the goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation.
Where are they going to get their food? Where are they going? They don't even know. We really want to paint the image in Israel's head that it's going to get bad even when it hits America.
It's gonna be worse.
This is foreshadowing America. Even worse, like the brother said. All right?
Because a lot of these other countries, they experience this throughout their years. It's been wars over there in Iran and Palestine. So they know how to live with it. Basically, what I'm saying is Americans, they're not used to war. They're used to comfortability. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when war kick off and you don't know where to get your food from the grocery store, hey, all hell is gonna break loose, man. Especially here in America.
Yeah. Jake get kind of hangry, and I ain't eat. I'm mad. Jake I didn't get enough sleep. I mean, this world in America is so spoon-fed, it's not gonna know how to react when all hell break loose. And Esau already moving that spirit. One last point. Esau, and two more precepts. Esau moving that spirit of, you know, when the first bad things happen, they kill themselves, they get drunk, they kind of lose their mind. So imagine when a missile hits America. People are going to start outright eating their neighbor. Just being freaks.
I just want to say, over there in Iran and in the Middle East, they used to hearing bombs going off. They used to hearing gunshots every other day. These soldiers and these military people in their country. In America, you're not used to hearing bombs going off in your front yard.
No, not at all.
So when that stuff started happening, hey, it's gonna get wild.
They're used to war.
That's why it's gonna be worse in America. You got it.
Hey, Esau, when they hear gunshots, they call the police immediately. But who are you going to call when you hear a missile? Who can you call? The feds?
Building blowing up.
Yeah, you can't do nothing. Can't call the fire department.
Smoke flying everywhere.
Hey. You continue, 2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 20. Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Libanus, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the kings that they have done to them. Verse 21, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom.
So will I, it's like a real quick, so will I do unto them also as they have done to my chosen. That's why they're being attacked on the Shabbat. Israel's being ransacked and besieged, right? And the people in Israel today are these Edomites, these Amalekites, right? And we love to see it. I got one more. Bring out Luke 21. What is it? 28. Luke 21 and 28.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
Right, the Lord is drawing nigh. He is slowly but surely touching his world. Right, by that, I mean destruction and devastation. An Israeli woman is kidnapped by the Hamas militants and held hostage, shouting, Allahu Akbar, boom! Hamas militants launched 3,000 missiles at Israel, causing 25 deaths, 700 injuries. They also invaded cities in southern Israel and shot civilians, and they ravaged them.
Damn. They shot civilians and all types of crap.
They was just literally walking in, just blowing people up.
And that show you that the Lord, His word is always true, because, you know, when nations go to war, especially in ancient times, who are the first people they capture? Women and children.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are the spoils of war. You know what I'm saying? But if you just seeing that, the thing is, you seeing that, and that plays along with prophecy as well. They say their house is gonna be ravaged, and women gonna be taken.
Leave these women in the dumpster. They hide in the dumpster. In Israel, citizens are hiding in garbage containers. Look at them, scared out their mind. These are the mighty men.
Damn devils.
Are these the men that were supposed to be over us? That's what we're gonna say.
Damn.
In the dumpster.
Yeah, stinking.
Where they belong.
That's right.
They hiding out.
The Hamas is going from house to house and butchering people inside, including women and children, taking shelter in basements. Imagine if this was happening in your neighborhood. All right, so. And you can hear it.
Deal with it.
And these are the Israeli armies.
They just ran up in their city. Ain't playing no game.
Who house is
Whoever recording real brave. Neato.
Record and they just go.
That's TMZ.
No fear yet.
You know, they say the cameraman never done it.
He's been recording.
There's literally cameraman everywhere.
Yeah, abducted that one.
IG Live.
Hands was bloody, but I don't think I can show that part. He said, Allahu Akbar. That was a soldier. Oh, see that? Yeah, can't show that. Yeah, she got jammed up.
Cut up.
Mosque and Jerusalem are inciting holy war against Israel. That kind of sounds like she's blowing trumpets.
That's like Call of Duty games, bro. That's crazy.
Ooh.
He was exciting the war.
See that all praises. Alright, let me get Bob. Time.
This was trending right now.
What's trending is the Middle East. Trending with 6 billion posts. Con.
Precepts.
I got a precept. You got a precept? Alright, you got it. You can get Habakkuk 2 and verse 3 on down to 7. 8. I got some stuff.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
So all these visions that we see in the scriptures, yeah, it's for an appointed time. It's going to happen, you know, here a little, there a little. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. It might happen now. It might happen in the future, but it's going to happen for sure. Right? You got it. You got it.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
You know, that's going into Esau, man. Right? You got it.
Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine.
He what?
He transgressed by
And
wine.
you read about that in Jeremiah 51, Joel 3. It said that basically he made all the nations drunk.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrased. That's what Esau did, like the brother was going to so eloquently. He was saying that the Americans, they made all these nations be like America. And now these nations are waking up and peeping that America has always been the enemies in the wicked one. Right? You got it.
He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
And that's Esau. He got a bank in every country except Iran, North Korea, and Iraq, I believe. One or the other. It's one of those three, right? So he got a country, and then they set up their military in all these other lands, because they want to. If they go to war with you, they want to have soldiers already in your land. That's what Esau do. Read that again, brother.
Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
He never keeps at home. He always in everybody else's business. That's Esau. Right, you got it.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
You got a point?
I got a point. What he doing is a sin. What Esau doing by setting up soldiers in that land already, because as the law, you're supposed to go to that person, you're supposed to get
And you
a war.
pronounce, yeah.
You're supposed to pronounce war. You're not supposed to already be there.
In case of war.
In
Yeah.
case of war, that's
Yeah.
law.
If they go proclaim peace, and if they don't go for the peace, then you overthrow.
Yeah, that's
so
in the
having,
law.
so having an army already set up in their land is basically saying, yeah, we're going to war.
Or just in case I go to war with
peace.
y'all, I'm gonna set up my embassy. What is it? Embassy over there. That's all. Right, you got it.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
And this is where Esau is downfall, because you know they call America the melting pot. He gathered him all people. You can come over here. Yeah, I'm gonna give you money to come over here to the immigrants, the immigrants in Ukraine. Yeah, come over here. Come over here, you Middle Eastern people. Come over here to America. It's better over here. But that's where it's going to be divided, because a nation that's not together, that's divided, is not going to stand. Right? You got it. Right.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
That's Esau. You're increasing. First of all, you got this. You got America by taking it from the Gadites, man, the Native American Indians. This is not your land. Right? You got it.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with a thick clay. Shall that not rise up suddenly, that shall bite thee, and awake, that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them.
You're gonna be spoils. That's what you see right now. Because America is clicked up with the Israelis, man. And you see Iran, Iraq, Gaza, they taking these women as booties. That means spoils.
Right.
That means spoils, man.
Yeah.
Right? You got it.
Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yeah, and Esau want to be the type to spoil everybody, but when he gets spoiled, it's so terrible. No, it's your judgment, man.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Right, bring it on.
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high.
And that's what Esau did. He said he was the supreme nation in the earth. And said America, everybody has to bow down to America. Everybody has to speak English. Everybody got to use my cash. And now this is coming down. That nest is descending, man.
Right.
Right? Come down and sit in the dust. So this is the last precept on me. You can finish down. The last precept.
That he may be delivered from the power of evil.
Right, that's it.
Get 2nd Esdras 12. Start at verse 22.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 12, verse 22.
Right?
And whereas thou sawest 3 heads resting, this is the interpretation.
Right, keep reading.
In his last days shall the Most High raise up 3 kingdoms, and renew many things therein, and they shall have the dominion of the earth.
Right, that those 3 heads is talking about America, Russia, the EU. Right, read.
And of those that dwell therein, with much oppression, above all those that were before them.
Right, that's talking about America. Right, because America had rule over every other kingdom that we ever seen. Like the brother going into his embassy set up everywhere. Right, America and Israel, they in direct cahoots. You just seen Biden, he said, look, the U.S. go defend Israel. Right, keep reading.
Therefore, they are called the heads of the eagle.
Right.
But these are they that shall accomplish his wickedness, and that shall finish his last end.
You see that? That shall finish his last end, because that gonna be the last reign of the kingdom. Keep reading.
And whereas thou sawest that great head appear no more, it signified that one of them shall die upon his bed, and yet with pain.
Right, he's gonna die upon his bed while he's at rest, while he's thinking he's the top nation, he's gonna die, man. Right? Get Obadiah, I believe, verse 7.
It's the book of Obadiah, verse 7, and it reads, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Right, a confederacy is, matter of fact, look up confederacy. The definition of confederacy. The Lord is saying all they, because if you understand Obadiah, the whole thing is about Esau. Right, so it's saying a league or an alliance. Right, association, coalition. Right, so Esau's coalition, his alliance. Everyone that he's in cahoots with, right, keep reading.
Brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee had deceived thee.
Right, they're going to deceive him. Read.
And prevailed against thee, that they eat thy bread, have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
It says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. Right, so these nations that's in cahoots directly with America, they go turn on America and destroy America. They're going to be a part of Iran, part of Russia, part of China, and cahoots to destroy America. Because they ruled over the earth with much oppression. Right, like the brother saying, the nation's waking up and smelling the coffee, man. They see that, they understand that. Right, they're like, wait a minute, man. These are enemies right here. Right, because when you wake up, you go outside and you see American soldiers kind of walking around, man. Like, what are they doing here?
Right.
Right, why are these people just in our land? America go and try to force democracy on nations. We don't like how y'all doing it. Y'all got a dictatorship. Y'all worship Islam. You should be a Christian nation, and you should do democracy. And then they fight. Because America just want to run everything. That's Esau's spirit. It happened with Mordecai, man. He didn't want to bow down to Haman. Haman said, we got to kill all the Jews. They all. I mean, that's Esau for you, man. They want you to bow down to them. They want you to submit to them and follow their ways or else, man. But the Lord got something for them, man. And that's what we're seeing going on right here with Israel. Right? The Lord judging them as usual, man. Right? Because Israel always going through. Get Isaiah 2:2.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Right?
And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Right? The Lord's house. Jerusalem, Israel. Right? That's the Lord's house. Because they say they say that's their land. Right? That we the rightful people of this land. Right? Can you read it?
And shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
All nations don't flow unto Israel. Right? Can you read it?
And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob.
There are many people not, giving oral circumcisions, man. Right? Many people not following the Talmud, right? We don't, nobody really cares about what they got going on over there. Esau really always fighting against Amalek. Esau and Amalek, they think they different, man. Right? So that's how you know this prophecy has yet to be fulfilled. That's how you know those aren't the people in the land. Right? Can you read it?
And he would teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law,
Right?
and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Can you read it?
And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right, so it's going to be a peaceful place when Israel's in right rulership. So how can this prophecy be fulfilled? How can they be the real people in the land when that land is constantly getting bombed by Gaza? They're constantly going through stuff like this. So you know that's not the real people in the land, and they get judged because they don't belong in that land. The Lord said we're going to be at peace when we get in that land. Nobody going to touch us. Right, so that's a telltale sign right there that we're not living. Where it say in the scriptures, Ishmael going to conquer Jerusalem and then Christ going to come back, and they don't say that, huh? Right? So these people going to keep getting judged. They get the hell out of our land, until they destroy it utterly through the spirit and the power of the Lord.
That's right. You can bring out Genesis chapter 5 and verse
Get the hell up out of our land, man.
2.
Book of Genesis chapter 5 and verse 2. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam, in the day when they were created.
Go ahead.
And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth.
Right, read that again.
Verse 3. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth.
Right, after his own likeness and after his image. So Seth was moving in the spirit of Adam to keep the commandments, to till the land, to move in righteousness, right, to raise up a family, and to do all the things that are just before the Most High. Right? In a contrary nature, Esau, Babylon, is moving in the spirit to push his doctrines and to make sure these other nations are formed in his own likeness, in his own image. They're landing back off the brother. Because if they're not following suit after America, they're going to cut ties, plain and simple. That's why America hates Russia, because they rebel against them. Russia already called America a weak land. Y'all got punks over there. He said a man is a man and a woman is a woman. Let me pull that up real quick.
Who said that? Putin?
Yeah, Putin.
I want us to feel so bad for it. I see this post. It's like I see
This post is saying women and children and the elderly slaughtered without mercy. You just kind of see blood on the ground. And elder women down there just dead. They want us to feel bad, man. They want us to kind of say, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, exactly. Then they skin us alive and feed our babies to
Well,
alligators.
when we got out of the wilderness, they said in the scriptures they killed the crossbow or something.
You see that?
And Deuteronomy.
So the hell with them, man.
Yeah.
Amalek did.
See that? Amalek. When they the first, they was the first ones.
Yeah, they funded the slavery.
Man. So the hell with Amalek, man.
Right.
Bring
They don't
out
care about your elderly getting slaughtered. They didn't care about us. They never care, man.
Bring out Deuteronomy 28 and 50.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse number 50, and it reads, A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
So, did they look out for old? Did they see that elderly man on the boats that came off the boats and said, well, look, you can go back to Africa? No, they said, get your ass in that field, boy. So why would I care? I don't care.
Google images, child picking cotton.
Oh yeah, I just watched a video on children picking cotton, and it's history on children and slavery that we don't know about. They had tasks too, and a lot of children died. And they made a lot of slave children do cannibalism. Cannibalism.
For real.
I just learned that. That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah,
So I'm supposed to care?
You like, dang, like you little.
What's happening in Israel? I'm supposed to
damn
care.
son age, man.
Yeah.
That's a toddler, man.
They said no mercy to nobody. And they make him pick cotton. But I gotta have mercy upon this old ass Edomite that was about to give up the breath in Israel today. I gotta care for them. See, that's why America's that hypocrite. Because they want us to care for everybody. They want us to remember Anne Frank. They want us to remember 9/11. They want us to remember the, what else? The war of whatever. Yeah, they want us to what you say? Yeah, the barley costs. They want us to remember all these things, right? Even what's happening to Israel. But forget this young child that's in the field picking cotton all day. I'm supposed to forget that? I'm supposed to forgive it? I'm supposed to let it go? Yeah, whatever.
Or to them, yeah.
If the older slaves don't do what they supposed to do, they can take your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now your kid in Alabama, you in Detroit.
They separated our kid. They did so much to us.
You keep going. Go to verse 51, Barbara Sharon.
Equate,
Verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy king, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have what?
Until he have destroyed thee.
Go ahead.
Verse 52. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates, until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God hath given thee.
Well. Right, sounds familiar. Right, that's what's happening now. Although this isn't their real land, we still see them being besieged. We still see these curses falling upon these heathen. Bring out Deuteronomy chapter 23. No, you got it. So wait.
Deuteronomy 25 and verse 17. You heard me, Ezekiel?
Yes. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, and verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee.
What the Lord said?
Remember what Amalek did unto thee.
What the Lord said?
Remember what Amalek did unto thee.
What the Lord said?
Remember what Amalek did unto thee.
Remember what Amalek did unto thee. Right? That's a commandment. Bring it up. It's a statute.
By the way, when you were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee.
So he slew our elderly one. He slew the crossway, the feeble, the children.
Right.
Why was coming out of the wilderness?
Right.
What have we ever did to them in the wilderness? But asked them, can we pass through their land? And he said no. They literally said no. Right, you got it. Doubles, man.
When thou was faint and weary, and he feared not God. Therefore, it should be when the Lord thy God had given thee from the rest of all thy enemies round about, and the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven, and thou shalt not forget it.
That's a commandment that the Lord is going to keep. And another thing is, if these were the people of God, how come they never talking about Yahweh's second coming? They're not waiting on the Lord coming back. I never heard about the Jewish people talking about Christ coming back at this time. Like the brother said, they're not even supposed to be in that land, because if the true people of Israel was in that land, it wouldn't be no fighting, like the brother said. It'd be peace.
That's right. If they believe in the Bible, what prophecy are they in? I mean, where do they fit in this? What can they say to kind of explain why this is happening? They don't know what's going on. They don't. Bring out Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
I mean, don't they hate us? Didn't they persecute us? So these curses that we're seeing that fall upon them, the city being besieged, their young being taken, their old being taken, their women ravished, These are curses that's fallen upon their enemies. So we're slowly but surely seeing these prophecies be fulfilled. And it's beautiful. Even today, in our own backyard. How is the so-called white man treating the other so-called white man? They hate each other. They don't look at each other with respect anymore like they used to in the 30s and the 40s. They kind of walk out their house, kind of tip their hat to their neighbor. Hey, buddy. Hey, how you doing? Howdy. Now, it's all divided. It's a house divided. Because you got one Edomite man, he's a liberal, and the other, he's a Republican. The other one got All Lives Matter. The other got Republican to the core, make America great again, and they hate each other. They're at odds. It wasn't like that in the past. But now we're seeing this huge divide, and that in itself, their brothers hating their own brothers, having an evil eye. You about to say something?
I was just gonna say, I work in Southgate. I be seeing a lot of Edomites that's poor, and they own people be turning their eyes at them, looking at them like a shame.
Hey, we was downtown and we seen a rich, kind of on the little the pedal mover, and a poor Edomite said, "Can I have something?" And it was like, "F you!"
Oh yeah,
And they gave him the finger. One dude put up 2 middle fingers and said, "F you!"
I remember that.
And he just started partying and turned the music louder and kept it pushing. And the Edomite just walked away. And was like, hey, that's the curses. Just the F you. That's all. I mean, it's good to us, but damn, to your own people. But
That show you they got that evil eye put upon it.
hey, hey, even this. Oh man, let me pull this up too. Check this out. Hold on. Oh, well, you know. So look, just in celebrations in Tehran, Iran after Hamas attack in Israel. And they rejoicing. See that? Yeah, this is going to be their 4th of July. See that? I'm about to do some fireworks with it. So look at this. What's this? To our Christian friends, your holy land is under attack by Iran. Back the terrorist groups and NATO does. Hey, that's father. The Lord's not listening. The Lord's not listening. I'm trying to pull it. It's not pulling up. It's not pulling up. Oh, look. The White House says President Biden will deliver remarks on the terrorist attack at 2:30 today. Oh, it's probably happening now.
3 minutes.
Oh yes, yep. 3 minutes. Taliban says they will conquer Jerusalem if the countries of the Middle East will grant them passage to Israel. Damn. Hey, they trying to overthrow it by night.
They say passage to Israel. Remember the Valley of Jehoshaphat.
And
Mm-hmm.
Euphrates.
Yeah, Euphrates.
The kings of the east is literally about to allow them to go through. What a take over.
They gonna go through for sure. This gotta happen. Props to that.
I'm gonna pull up Google Earth. Pull up Google. Let's pull up Google Earth. Say something real quick. I pull this up.
Con. That's just prophecy, that they was gonna be passing through to go to the final battle, which is Armageddon, which is the Valley of Jehoshaphat. And it's crazy that it's all starting in Israel right now, because like we was just talking about, Israel is allied with Babylon, America. So of course America gonna send its troops to Israel and whatnot, and that's gonna be the meeting ground, Israel, where the Valley of Jehoshaphat. When they drive this river, Euphrates, when the Lord drives this river, Euphrates. They gonna walk through it, you know. And it's beautiful, man. Might sip some yan tonight
I'm sipping yan tonight.
All praises.
and meditate on the prophecies, man.
Turn it up.
So it says, let me pull this to the side.
And you know, they always call every other nation terrorists. But when Babylon sent they armies over there to bomb a tent with a Middle Eastern family, they not considered terrorists.
So fake.
You're a hypocrite, man. You're a hypocrite, man. And you know, America's been exposed, man.
Right. Per usual. Have to, America.
You got it.
Yeah, Obama bombed a lot of people too. Ain't nobody say nothing. Nobody mourned. Nobody said let's pray for Yemen. Obama, under his administration, murdered men, women, and children countlessly, over and over. 2 weeks after the killing of Awaki, a separate CIA drone strikes in Yemen killed his 16-year-old American-born son,
Damn.
Abdul Rahman, along with the boy,
son.
17-year-old cousin, and several other innocent Yemens. The U.S. eventually claimed that the boy was not Yemenis. Yemenis. The U.S. eventually claimed that the boy was not their target, but merely collateral damage. Wow. Hey, all the murder, that old woman that got put to death, collateral damage, right?
That's the real collateral damage.
Collateral damage. Damn, now you still got people saying Obama forever. The people that voted for Obama, it's like they voted for Biden but voted for Obama.
Literally.
Because Biden was vice president under Obama.
And it says just weeks after he won the Nobel Peace Prize, Obama used cluster bombs to kill 35 Yemen women and children. They're just wicked. You got that medal and just started murdering more people. So it says. Again, Biden warns Iran, right? Just for Israel to know.
That's a funny article, man. So just 3 weeks after he won, he slaughtered innocent women and children. People always say Obama this and that. They don't ever talk about that type of shit.
It was more police brutality during Obama campaign.
Yeah.
During his presidency.
All hell broke loose.
Jake love
They
talking
they
that talk.
they infiltrated the U.S. That's when they started the the ABC gang. You know, the transmission crew.
Transformers.
Yeah.
Transmission.
Transmission.
Obama started that.
Yeah, yeah.
He started the mechanics for sure.
Sure.
Mechanics.
That was one of the first countries to legalize, happy rights.
Yeah. And they gave Norman a prize for being the first transformer.
Yeah.
They gave him a award.
Jenner dude, Bruce.
Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, Bruce. I don't want to hear no brother call him Caitlyn. I don't want to hear that.
They gave him an award for
That man's just Bruce.
Yeah, that dude. He's a dude. So, it's a, real quick, Shemai. Biden warns Iran, Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, and Yemen from taking advantage of the situation. You gonna really tell Yemen, right, after they just got blown up a few years ago, to not take action? You think they're gonna be like, okay?
Go back to him. Look at that kid. They said, you scroll down up here. It said, look at his pictures and his friends, his hobbies, his Facebook page. Shows a typical kid.
They killed them.
Hey, Biden has some nerve. That's why they are prideful. They are prideful. He told this Yemen's down here. The Euphrates River is up there.
Collateral damage.
He told Saudi Arabia, pretty much, Lebanon, Yemen, they're all surrounded. There's Israel, right? So Lebanon kind of sneaked through. Who else? Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Iran, right? That's why the Lord is clearing up the Euphrates River. So Iran can get through too. Damn. It's getting bad. But all praises.
You gotta get bad before you get good.
That's right. So all hell's breaking loose. We encourage Israel to continually look up the news, see what's going on. Don't be ignorant. You can bring out Ephesians 5:15 by Bashar. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, and verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit.
That's right. You got to be circumspect in these last days. Right? These things shouldn't be surprising you that much. Like, dang, I didn't know what was going on at all. You got to be vigilant. You got to be circumspect. You know what the weather's going to be. You have right on your phone to see what the weather is, so you put on the perfect outfit. Right? You don't know what's going on in regards to prophecy and judgment. You can bring out Proverbs 4 and 18.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, and verse 18, and it reads, But the path of the just is as a shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
Right. But the paths of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. So, all praises. From Israel. From Israel. From Israel.